Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kimsis Jividas. I am with Mr. Lawrence Liu and Ms. Chavis Salamanes. We are the last reporter for this semester, and we are here to tackle or to discuss the topic has given to us, which is the Al Filibusterismo context, content, and continuing relevance. And we are here the objectives. At the end of this topic, the students should able to discuss the summary and the important themes in El Filibusterismo. And then the second one is to explain why knowledge of history is important in reading a historical novel. And last is to examine the conditions of the Philippine society through results El Filibusterismo. Okay, chapter 13, El Filibusterismo, context and content. We have here Al-Fili. We say Al-Fili, we have three divided types of Al-Fili. If first, El Filibusterismo, when we say El Filibusterismo is its results second novel sequel to the No Limit Tangere, and the second one is The Reign of Grid, translated into English by Charles Dybershire in 1912, and last one is Filibusterismo, a patriot who was usually associated with revolutionary activities. Next is the printing. We have four types of, not types, we have four kinds of the printing here. Is first is February in February 1888, Rizal continued working on his novel and made some revisions while he is in London. And the second one is March 29, 1891, complete the novel after 3 years in Beatrice, France. And the third one is September 18, 1891, book published in Ghent with the help of his friends Valentin Ventura. And the last one is Rizal sent 2 copies to Hong Kong, one for Basa and the other to Sixto Lopez. The original manuscript and a printed copy give to Valentin Ventura with his autograph. And the next slide is we're here the Gumborza. I know we are old enough to know who is the three person in Gumborza, behind Gumborza. First is we have Don Mariano Gomez, died as of 73 years old, and Don Jose Burgos died at 35 years old, and then Don Jacinto Zamora died at 37 years old. February 17, 1872, Gumborza publicly executed by Garut in Bagumbayan on the early morning. Next up, we have the No Limit Tangere or the No Limit. Themes that can be seen in the history where we have 6 here, and we have first is the love. Love is the story highlights different kinds of love: romantic love by Ibarra and Maria Clara, love for family, and love for country. These forms of love inspires characters to hope for a better future. And the next one is the romance. The romance is the relationship between the Ibarra and Maria Clara represents innocence and purity. The romances symbolize the hope that can survive despite society's hardship. And the third one is aspiration. Many characters in the novel aim for progress, especially Ibarra, who dreams of building a school to educate the youth. It shows Filipinos desire for improvement, and freedom. And the fourth one is the heroism. Ibarra and Ilyas both show courage. They fight for justice in peaceful ways and try to correct the wrongs of society, and that's the heroism. When it comes to mercy naman, um, despite being hurt, the characters often choose forgiveness. Elias, for example, remains compassionate even though he suffered injustice. And the last one is the idealism. The novel shows that Filipinos believed change was possible through education, reason, and moral reform. Characters held on to idealistic solutions rather than violence. Yes. Um, Again, over all of this is No Limitanghe presents hope. Result shows that change can happen with kindness, unity, and peaceful reform. And now on, let's proceed to the next six parts of six kinds of the El Filibusterismo, or shall we say El Fili, begins where the Noli lives of turns to. First is the hatred. Hatred is like Simon or Ibarra returns full hatred after losing Maria Clara and his dreams. This hatred drives him to plant a violent revolution. The next one is the second one is pain. The characters here is experience deep emotional pain because their hopes were crushed by injustice, corruption, and abuse of power. And the next one is the bitterness. Simmons becomes bitter because he tried to change society peacefully before, but he failed. His bitterness pushes him to a more destructive path. And the fourth one is anger. Anger replaces idealism. Many characters are now tired of suffering and begin to believe that violence is the only solution. And the fifth one is disillusionment. When we say disillusionment, in short is pagkawala ng pag-asa at paniniwala dahil sa katotohanang masakit. Kaya sa story dito is Ibarra loses faith in peaceful reform. His experience made him realize that society is too corrupt to change through kindness. And the last one is vigilance. Vengeance or paghihigante. Dito sa stories mabasa nato Simon's ultimate goal is revenge, not just against the government, but also against the society that destroyed his life and dreams. Sa El Filibusterismo, sa overall kintahay, El Filibusterismo shows the dark consequences when a society ignores peaceful reform. Oppression can turn hope into rage and love into hatred. And that's my part. Thank you. Let me allow to introduce the next supporter, Mr. Lawrence Lu, to discuss his part. Thank you.